Hello everyone, I am Tessellating Hexagons and I'm going to be an absolutely basic bitch and do a let's play of A Hat in Time because it was released semi-recently and I got it for Christmas and I enjoy it because it's a good game. And as you can see, I've already, well, I guess that's 100%, I don't know how many yarn balls there are. But that doesn't matter because we're going to start a new file anyway because that's how let's plays work. I've rambled enough. I shall begin. I said, I shall begin. Thank you, game. Oh, we get the developer logo again. I forgot about that. It's been a while. Presenting Hat Kid. Except she's not wearing her hat right now. Should I even talk over this cutscene? I don't know. Is that a thing that is a good thing to do as a Let's Player?
Good morning, and welcome to yet another day of space adventure. You are only 5 light years away from your destination, home. The fuel tank is full and the ship is flying at full speed. Today's to-do list contains waking up and touching the
Now, I haven't tested it to any great capacity, so I don't know how good my computer will be at recording this game because I'm using OBS for a change, but it's a new OBS, so I don't know if it'll actually work. I shall dive into the pillows. We can swim in the pillows, I like that. There's not much I can say that hasn't been said by other Let's Players, or other people, in general. But I do love the writing in this game. You would have thought it was, well, I don't know if it was written by a Danish guy. I know the main developer was a Danish guy. We got a pon! You get an achievement for sitting in 3 chairs. Sensory overload already, I know. Now, one thing that I'm aware of with this game is, certainly on my computer, the loading screens tend to freak out a little bit in terms of, is this chair made of sand? Because it's sort of being scooped up into her cape. Thank you for that camera angle. Also, I like that. This game does this weird sort of mesh thing when you need to see through an object that isn't transparent. Anyway, I was originally planning on streaming this game, but I was talking to Let's Playing it instead, and so I figured, hey, why not just have this be my next Let's Play? So, it's been a while since I've Let's Played, because I've done a lot of streaming lately, and I don't remember how to have a leg and exist, and clearly we should go up here. This is clearly the first place to go, and we're not going to ever come back there ever again for the rest of the game. We have a monitor. Hat Kid is just precious. Okay, this is one slight criticism I have with the game. There are only 40 MacGuffins, it's over before it even starts. Thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in my next series. But it's a charmingly minimalist story if you think about it. Also, there is a suspicious knocking noise. And that's what our hat does. Our hat gives us the power to look in a direction. Oh, I can go through these doors. I didn't realise. Well, if that's the case, I shall make the knocking wait and examine the microwave. Excellent writing. I may have said that already. Now, I'm playing using keyboard controls, which aren't as bad as you would have thought. Like, I do have a Steam controller, but why? Because the keyboard controls actually work surprisingly well. Also, voice acting.
What is this? Flying boat? All boats need to pay toll in Mafia Town. Even in space. Mafia come in to collect.
No, sir. You must not. Do you not understand how space works? Clearly not, because you're breathing. And now you're just sort of drifting, without even moving. I digress. You are moving, and you just broke the wall. See, I'm just commentating exactly what's going on screen. What is the purpose? Why am I even here? And there go the timepieces. Oh, little kid's hat face. Little kid's I was gonna say Hat Kid's little face because she has so much attitude and it's wonderful. But no, I'm gonna go with that now. Little kid's hat face. The game, the movie, the film, the toilet, the walk, the magician. And so here we are. Mafia Town. I do love the loading screen artwork in this game because whoever it is that made them with a lot of care and plelf. That was a well-timed plelf on my part. Now, fun fact, you can actually go backwards at the start here, and if you do that, you get an achievement for sequence breaking, but I'm going to be a good person who goods goodly. Also, slow down, apparently. I got forward too quickly. Now, technically speaking, you do need to collect pawns? I think you need them in order to, well, you definitely need them in order to access, like, later levels, and I suppose I should open this vault because it's here. But, and this is something that I was thinking when I was playing through this game for myself. You sort of need to have a care when collecting ponds early in the game. Also, I forgot about that. Hat Kid doesn't just get up automatically when she ploobles over onto her face. But yes. Now, when I first saw this, I thought this would be a mechanic across the entire game. You know, you find a vault, and there are the vault codes in various places, and no, there's just, like, 4, and they're all in Mafia Town. Also, yarn! This isn't Epic Yarn's Woolly World. So, I'm gonna collect some ponds, but I tripped. How dare you, sir? I didn't even realize you did that. Unless you didn't, and I'm just falsely accusing. Now, yeah, you need ponds in order to open later missions. Not all of them, but just some of them. But also, there's this guy, and I never know, like, I don't know if he has an official name.
Hi there, young one. I am from a faraway land. I've seen every corner of the earth, and now I sell tiny pieces of my discoveries. You may call me the badge seller, for I sell and trade badges. I can provide you with strong abilities and upgrades to your hat. If you have money, of course.
So, this is the other thing that you need ponds for. And since I can never remember to... Either I can never remember or I just don't have the heart to call him the badge seller, I call him Archideld instead, because there's here we go. Here's the way in. More yarn! There's like some Japanese baseball game from the 90s, I think. No, I'm not going to stitch a hat yet. Meant to hold control. Right. There's this baseball game from the 90s that was programmed by some Japanese people, and they were making up fake names. Bounced on her head. They were making up fake American names, and one of them was Archideld something, and so that's just what I call the badge seller.
Hey, you! Down there! Don't think I didn't see you stalking me! Us kids should stick together, not stalk one another. I mean, Mafia Town can be a really dangerous place. So what'd you say? Wanna join my little rebellion?
I can't say no to an accent like that.
Oh, by the way, did you have anything to do with the junk falling from the sky? Yeah? Yikes! Looks like you've got a lot of cleaning up to do, huh? Tell you what, come up here and I can show you where some of your junk landed.
So we have Hat Kid and now we have Moustache Girl. I moustache you a question, but not right now. Maybe later. Can you tell that it's been a hot while since I last made Let's Play content because I can no longer remember how to speak English. Also, the boob building. We use that to get to places. Just this one place, but still. Thank you, boob building. Press F to pay respects to boob building. Having played this game to completion, it does feel so Masquerain to not have all the abilities that you have by the end of the game. Yes, Masquerain is a Pokemon, what are you going to do about it? But also I love that everything has collision, because this would just be pass-throughable in a game of the era that this game is trying to replicate.
Hey, I think one of your junk pieces fell and smashed right into the market's fountain. Messed it up real good. When going over there, just avoid making eye contact with the Mafia and you'll be fine. Good luck, fellow rebel. See ya!
I do like the Mafia. I mean, just in general. No. And that's just the end of that thought.
Hey!
Huh?
I'll take you.
Oh yeah. Yes, down with the Mafia. Ooh, there's... Pardon me getting distracted, but there's yarn. I do like the, No, you can't bully me into making a hat. But I like the storytelling of this game because the plot is so simple. It's just Hat Kid's in space, and then just not in space anymore. And you just collect things. I like the way the game handles storytelling because, yes, there's talky cutscenes, but Hat Kid herself doesn't talk all that much, and it's all quiet and subtle and little... She speaks in sound bites, and it's cute. Also, that loading screen, yo. I think it's a 2-second animation cycle. Why do I know this? Don't ask me questions that you don't want the answer to. Why would you not want the answer to that question? I have secrets, I keep secrets, I am a secretive floof. Words. Anyway, our ship is sort of dead because all the timepieces went bye-bye. And now we can go back to Mafia Town. Now, I was saying before how there's an achievement for doing that first chapter backwards. Like, well, not backwards, but going backwards at the start. And the achievement is called Sequence Breaker, because you're breaking the sequence, you're going backwards from the start. And when I first did this game, like when I played it for the first time, I thought it meant, like, unlock the worlds out of order, so I went to World 2 last. Anyway, I mean, we could go straight to Act 3. The sky seems to be perspirating. Might as well do them in order, except
we can't actually do all the missions in order just yet. It's a bit random. Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
Why would you not want the answer to that question, though? Well, anyway. Wow. Frame dippage. Dippage. That's not a word in English or French. And hey, we spawn in a different area. And we can wall jump. Bleh, indeed. Ooh, a vault code that I forgot was there. I'm so good at this game. I've only played it once, except it was several play sessions and it was fun. Should I go and do the blue vault now, since we already have one piece of it? I mean, you know, sunk cost fallacy. I've started already, so I may as well finish. That's one thing that I do especially like about this game. That, like, with some games, I would feel compelled to, oh, well, I'm in mission 2, so I should do mission 2. But in this game, I don't feel quite so bad about getting distracted by other stuff. I mean, that does vary with the, Oh, that's just evil. Like, I don't feel quite as bad being sidetracked, but that's the reason why I had hesitations about Let's Playing this game, because I thought I'd get distracted and spend ages in a level. But I was just bitching for a second there because there is an achievement, and I have got it, but I got it from a level much later in the game, where if you chain together 5 aerial attacks, then you get an achievement, and I got to 4, and, like, you're not supposed to be able to do that well at this stage of the game. Also, Moustache Girl is biteful. Now, the way hats work, you need one type of yarn that corresponds to the hat you're making, and then however many more to fill out. Like, this needs 4, and one of those 4 has to be brewing yarn. And I'm going to make that first because it's much more useful. Did I just say useful? It's much more useful. Now, do I have enough? I don't. I have 0 yarn. So the sprint yarn is supposed to be just the tutorial for how to yarn, and nah. So that's one thing that I sort of have mixed feelings about with this game as well. There are various abilities that, like, you would have thought they'd be items, but no, they're hats. So, of the ones we have available to us at the moment, there's the top hat, which allows you to just see where you're going. There's the brewing hat, which allows us to blow things up, which is always a good time, because Hat Kid is just a bit of a psychopath. And there's a sprint yarn, which makes you quick run fast, like a squindle. And there are others. Spoiler alert, there are others. Now, one other thing as well. I said I wasn't going to collect that many ponds, and yet here I am. One other thing is, there are some mods for this game that I want to try out, but I didn't want to. I want that to taint my experience of Let's Playing it, so I wanted to play the game to completion by myself. If you knock over all 5 of the Mafia sitting on edges, you get an achievement for that as well. Where was I? Right. I wanted to play the game to completion by myself, and then I also wanted to be able to Let's Play this game without anything being sullied by mods, and then once I've finished the Let's Play, I will go and do mods and do them blind for the express purposes of this Let's Play. Now, here's another thing that, well, you're gonna cease to exist. One thing that confused me in my first playthrough. So there are these ponds that you have to collect against the clock, and you get all of them, and then this happens. Cooking is bad and you're a bad person. For whatever reason, I thought that any time you ran into one of those, like... I thought we had 2 brewing yarns. Okay, apparently you just need to have collected one type of the appropriate yarn. You don't even need to have it on you. Well, that's useful. That looks like it would be the answer to a puzzle later, but it isn't. Up, top right, bottom right, up. Anyway, we'll need to come back here later. There's a green. I'm not even going to invest in the green code right now because I'm like most of the way through the blue one. I'm getting sidetracked. That's the appeal of this game, because it's a banana. Also, this water flows the wrong way because this is jug pot. It will flow into a jug pot jug. I've forgotten what I was talking about, because this game is just so much fun that I get sidetracked by everything. So yes, I shall do my utmost. Ooh, ooh, I was drowning by not being in water. Good game. Now, I understand why it was there. So yes, I intend to make this be an over 100% run because, well, I plan on getting every hat, and also every timepiece, every hat, and as many yarn balls as I can find. And, oh, I didn't realize that got you yarn. Well, that's good. And then once I've done that, I will also do mods. There we go. And we have much too many excess ponds, so I shall go and speak to Archideld.
Welcome, young one. Please make a purchase at my humble stall.
That's not even a forced meme on my part. I just call him Archideld. And I'm going to buy that for later. I'm not going to wear it just yet, because it behooves you to keep a small quantity of ponds. I said I'm not going to equip this just yet, excuse you. Plus you can only wear one badge, and clearly that never changes. Now, I should go and find the blue vault, because I've got some of the pieces, but not all of them, and they don't carry over between missions. You need to re-find them, and as I said, sunk cost fallacy. Also, there's a yarn here. In any other game, I would feel bad about getting so sidetracked, and yet here we are, getting sidetracked. Blame Archideld, even though all he does is sell badges. Anyway, it's worth your while to keep collecting yarn, even when you think you have all the hats, because there will be hats later, and there is, like, you may have seen these blue platforms around that kind of sparkle. You need a specific hat for that, and I saw someone else that's playing this game, and it took them about 70 years to get that hat, so just make sure you have plenty of excess yarn. Otherwise, that thing there, you see that thing with the sort of sucky down lines? This thing here that I just banged my head on. Anyway, give me a moment to... Oh, never mind. There's a chest here, first of all. We got a relic. That will be explained to us later. I think once you have every relic in the game, then all other relics turn into rift tokens, and you can find rift tokens separately, and those will be explained to us later. I need to go and find the blue chest, because off the top of my head, I don't remember where it is. Give me a hot second.
Eventually.
You know, for the life of me, I cannot find this bloody safe. Like, I ran into it several times when I was playing this game for myself, and to add injury to insult, I also lost a single fuck of health by jumping into a torch. Which, I mean, yes, I will claim responsibility for that, but still. Okay, I need to go that way. I completely lost my bearings there, to be perfectly honest, but that's because I spent about 50 years looking for a safe whose existence I have completely forgotten about. Now, you would have thought it would be near where we got the other blue code pieces, because it's just, it's to introduce the concept, and we've been introduced to it now, so you would have thought that... What I'm saying is, the vault codes are in this level, and only this level for some reason, so you would have thought they'd make them easy, and they are. I just lost the... Unless it's down here somewhere, because I've sort of been not looking around here, because obviously down here is progress. And there's another one of those balls full of ponds that you have to parkour along these market tops to... Okay, this is what I was referring to before. You have to go across the... Like, there's that orb over there. It'll create a load of ponds across the top of these market stalls, and when you collect all of them, nothing happens. And because I got that previous one first in my first playthrough, I thought that that's how every... Like... I thought that's how every pond ball thing works, and it just doesn't, so I was very disappointed. There is a present I must acquire. It's another relic, but it looks nothing like the first one. So clearly they are very intrinsically connected. And, pardon me, we were just about to go and make progress, and then I got sidetracked. Now, that is a very important piece of yarn, but we can't get it right now. But there is this one over here, which is less important, and there's a gift up there, which we simply cannot get, because it's too high and out of the way. Thank you, boat, for generously donating your contents. We cannot use you just yet, but we'll bear your contribution in mind. We won't bear its contribution in mind, we'll just look at the number of yarn we have and use it. Didn't realize that was there. Now, there's this over here, which... This would suggest that you need to use that hat I was talking about before, but no, you can just jump to it. So, you know, just go and get it. And, that guy over there, the tourist, he tells you, hey, I dropped my camera over here, or a bird took it or something. We could just take it for ourselves, and I've never actually used it, and I sort of don't intend to, but I'll equip it for now just so I don't accidentally equip something that might help me get more of these bloody ponds. But for now, let's just make story progress because I'm just bad at finding safes.
Eh? Hey, child, shoo! Mafia can't have child witness when Mafia teaching lesson.
Yes, you can.
Huh? This awkward for Mafia. Mafia not sure what to do. Boss, what do we do with eyewitness? Teach her lesson, boys.
So there are a number of things I was trying to explain before. And one of them is, when fighting the Mafia, you do have to do at least one aerial attack, otherwise they'll be cloaked in that red aura. And they're like, oh no, child is predictable. And then you can no longer just spank them with your umbrella. So, you have to jump attack. And there was something else as well. Like the storytelling of this game. Like, there you go. You need to jump attack now. Like, there's this incidental speech. There's no speech on the... Well, there is some speech on the part of Hat Kid, but it's like minimal and soundbitey. And the story itself is basic because it's just, hey, she was passing this planet, and now she's fallen into the planet, and she's collecting thingies, and it's just so simple, and I love it.
Mafia won't bow to little girl. Prepare to feel Mafia's wrath.
Now, later in the game, you can acquire a badge that permanently reduces your health to 1.
Stand still.
Well, not permanently, obviously. It reduces your health to 1 until you get hit, and then you die, because
Girl can handle
it makes you
peril.
one-hittable. And there's an achievement for beating any boss in the game,
Do not think about avoiding perils.
but I am. If you beat any boss with 1 HP thanks to that badge, then you get an achievement. But even though this is listed as a boss in the menus,
Little punk.
it doesn't count for that achievement. So, you know, rip in pepperoni. Now, I feel like this is supposed to confuse first-time players, because it just looks like you're supposed to counterattack, and then you just can't. He knows the system.
This lead nowhere. Mafia need to take care of this Mafia style. Prepare to feel what Mafia do to old ladies.
Poke her with the soft cushions, put her in the comfy chair. Except by doing this, you've just become regular Mafia. Some are stronger than others. He takes several cycles rather than just 1 or 2. I like that reaction. You can jump? Holy shit! Though, to be fair, she is exempt from the gravity of this planet. For some reason it takes the timepiece a moment to spawn, but so be it. So, this being the case, I have been and will continue to be Tessellating Hexagons, and this is the first episode of Let's Play A Hat in Time, because I'm a basic bitch who only plays popular games, except not. So, we have story first, and then I shall end the episode proper.
Can you believe them? What a bunch of losers. Hey, you're all right, new kid. Do you have a name? No? You shy? That's cool. You're a less talk, more fighting kind of girl, I take it. That thing you grabbed there, are you collecting them? Because I know where there's more of them. They've been raining from the sky ever since you arrived. I've seen the goons bring them to their headquarters way up there. We should go up there and get your junk! It'll be fun! I'll take any opportunity that involves messing up the Mafia! You with me, buddy?
I guess. We did it! We saved Christmas!